Hi guys, welcome back to a new video on the channel. Today we're actually going to be looking at a big thing that's happening to Flux right now, and this is their hosting of WordPress on the actual Flux network. So they had a tweet around a year ago that says over 445 million websites run on WordPress, and Flux just dropped the beta. So this was in September 18th of 2022. Now they actually have revised this as it didn't actually come out at that time, and it just dropped, I think, around 2 days ago. And so we have the official tweet here. Learn more about decentralized WordPress solution in the article and bring your Web3 website to life. So here it is, exciting news. Now you can try the world's first Web3 WordPress on Flux Cloud. Build your decentralized website with ease and take advantage of the reliable and innovative platform. Join the beta testing and explore the future. So they're actually only doing the beta testing at the moment. They haven't done a full release, but they actually link to this Medium article, which we're going to have a little look, and then we're going to have a little look at how to set it up. So it says here, WordPress powers more than 43% of websites on the internet. Now it's finally available in a decentralized manner on the Flux Web3 infrastructure. We are excited to share the soft release of WordPress beta. So for those who don't know WordPress, this is their website right here. It's basically a website builder. A lot of companies use WordPress. As it says there, 42% of the web is built on WordPress, with more bloggers, small businesses, and Fortune 500 companies. So it's a large market share of the websites around the world, basically. They are in multiple different countries and hosting all over the world. Here we have their payments that you can pay for annually. Normally you can just get a free one. And then you have like personal, which is for more like blogging. Premium's kind of like if you're just getting into, website building and stuff like that. Business is obviously for business, commerce, e-commerce, stuff like that, online stores. And then they have enterprise, which is really expensive. And it says here starts at $25,000 yearly. And they've got a bunch of people that they display having their websites run on WordPress. So Disney, Facebook, Time, CNN. So you can see the kind of scale that WordPress is at, as it holds over 42% of the industry of website building. So Flux is going to try capture that market share. So WordPress has been one of the most popular tools for creating websites for 20 years, and for a good reason. The content management software is easy to use and set up, making it a valuable tool for business owners with technical expertise. And then it just goes a bit more into WordPress and what it is, just a blogging program, or you can do e-commerce sites or forums and stuff like that. And then they actually display a question here of why run your WordPress on Flux while thousands of hosting providers are out there. So there's loads of other hosting providers which will host on WordPress, but they're going to list some reasons here. So firstly, performance and scalability. The design of the Flux infrastructure allows it to provide WordPress websites with a faster and more optimized experience. Flux uses an enterprise-grade hardware to host its nodes, allowing the server to clock speedier response speeds. So that's just about upkeep of the actual nodes and how it's going to ensure that your website is going to stay online. So I believe that Flux is the first decentralized version of hosting WordPress, and it's kind of taken a first step for all the decentralized cloud infrastructures that are out there to actually start hosting WordPress. And then they have enhanced usability. Like every other Flux product, deploying on a WordPress application on Flux requires little to no technical expertise. Users can register their website and run on Flux Cloud using the one-page install feature in just a few steps. Register and choose your node tier you want to run, then make payments and deploy. So we're actually going to look at that after we finish this article. We can have a little look at the Flux Cloud and how to set up this beta for WordPress if you want to host a website through Flux. All applications running on Flux now benefit from the recent geolocation support, and with WordPress this will be no different. So they actually had that update for geolocation, I think it was about 2 months ago, and that's going to be implemented into the WordPress as well. And then lastly, it just goes over prices. So hosting WordPress on Flux is cheaper and more cost effective than other available options. For example, WordPress hosting options on Bluehost go for about $2.75 a month, and GoDaddy for about $9.99 monthly. However, Flux provides an alternative of only $2.74 for bloggers, small businesses, and startups running on a tight budget that keeps speed and performance strong. So they're basically undercutting this Bluehost by 1 cent. However, only the standard version will be available on beta released right now, so it's not the full version yet, and that costs 6.84 Flux, or $5.76 when writing this article. The future payment options will come with a flat ramp that allows users to pay in fiat currency, and then also ongoing plans for a Flux crypto payments alternative. So you can pay with, dollars, or you can pay with Flux. And then it kind of closes out just saying, beyond these apparent advantages, WordPress on Flux introduces new potentials to the Web3 ecosystem, which is obviously a whole range of websites that can be hosted on the Flux network instead of being hosted in a centralized manner. There are already plugins for integrating decentralized functionality on WordPress, and now Flux's decentralized backend might be the last piece of the puzzle. So what they're really trying to do is just capture market share of this hosting, just because it's such a big market out there that if you even get 1% of the market, it'd be great for your coin or it'd be great for your company. So by doing this, they're furthering the network, growing it a bit more. So let's actually have a look at the Flux Cloud and let's have a look at the WordPress setup. So here we're just on the Flux Cloud website. This is on Jetpack 2. So they just released this around, I think it was 4 months ago, maybe 5. And here you have the option for WordPress. If we click on this, it brings us to the Flux Cloud beta. So this is just for WordPress, this is the beta. So this is their one-step page that they're talking about. So you have your WordPress DApp name here. You can just type whatever into there. So you type your email in there for alerts for the actual, hosting. And then domain name, I believe that you can change this after you've actually paid for it, but it's a lot harder. So to be more speedy and effective, I would suggest that you put your domain name in right now, or you've paid for it. Or you could actually do it after the fact, but it takes a while after the fact because you have to actually go into it and start editing stuff. So if you just do it here, it'll be way easier. Then you click your payment length. So 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. They might add more payment length options after the beta is done. So you could look out for that. And then you can whitelist any of your IPs. So any IPs that you want to log in with, you can actually use them and they'll go through instantly. So you can add as many as you want, I assume. For the performance, they only have one option. And that's just the standard 1 core CPU, 1 GB of RAM, and 20 GB of SSD. As you can see, these are actually grayed out. You can't click them, but they're going to be coming soon. So you have Basic, Pro, and Enterprise. So if we look back on the WordPress website and look on the price charts, we can kind of get a look at what we're kind of confirmed with. So standard is going to be probably business, premium, personal, I suppose. And then the basic is probably just going to be the free version. Then you have the Pro, which is going to be like e-commerce and stuff like that. And then they obviously list Enterprise here, which is going to be for enterprises. So they've got everything covered, but they obviously haven't come out with it yet. Then you can click your deploy location. So you can click any of these, Europe, Asia, Africa. They've basically got everything covered. And then to pay for it, you can actually pay using your Zelcore wallet. So you've got your Zel ID, your validation spec, total cost, Zelcore signature, DApp register, and payment received. So once you've gone through all of this and you've actually paid for it, these will all display like your Zel ID and then how much you paid for it and that the payment's been received. So you could try this beta out if you're looking to host a website. I know that it's only in the beta right now, but I'm sure the Flux team have worked really hard on this and there's only some rough edges that they got to actually make up for just because it is the beta. And then hopefully in a couple months, we'll see the full version of hosting and Flux can start to grow and hold some of that market share for WordPress. So Flux is growing rapidly at the moment, and a lot of cryptocurrencies are like Casper and Ravencoin and Ergo. They're all growing rapidly with this kind of bump that we've had from Bitcoin over the past couple of weeks. All these coins are seeing a little price jump, and that kind of makes it easier on these developers and these people that are believing in these coins to, keep believing in them because they can see the price going up, they can see the growth and all this, and there's new stuff coming out for all these different cryptocurrencies. So I'll leave links to the Medium article and the WordPress beta if you want to go check them out. I'll leave them in the description below. Also, don't forget to subscribe and like the video for more content like this.